What's up, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. We're here with the new Comic Book Day reviews. Today is Wednesday, September 18th. We're going to do this spoiler free, so stay tuned. Alright, so let's check it out. First book from DC Comics, Inferior 5. I picked this up because it was a #1 issue from a 12-issue miniseries. I figured it'd be something new to jump onto. Hated it. This is supposed to take place after some invasion, and I don't know if the invasion was another series that I was supposed to read prior to this, or something that just happened within this universe. But this book was just whack, so uninteresting. Probably not going to pick up another issue of it, so save your money on Inferior 5. It does have a Peacemaker, Amanda Waller, Suicide Squad backup story written and drawn by Jeff Lemire, but that's whack too. Batman 79, City of Bane Part 5. Back on the beach with Catwoman and Batman. So, I mean, not much happens in this issue either. It seems like they're just kind of like taking a sabbatical. They're out on the beach and they're kind of, I don't know, planning to go to Gotham to take back the city. You hear on the news stuff that's happening in Gotham. It's better than ever. Crime's down. But there's rumblings that it's run by villains and such. He's still rocking the Magnum PI fake mustache. And there was some things happening that I couldn't tell if they were flashbacks or not. But it sounds like, you know, they're talking about their first interactions. Like the first time they met each other. The first time they kind of met each other as Batman and Catwoman. And it seems like they're still into each other. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I guess they're going to be this power couple kicking ass and taking names going back to Gotham. Guardians of the Galaxy issue 9 by Donny Cates. Loving this run. Not much happened in this issue, and it felt like very fast. I mean, where we left off on the last issue, Star-Lord meets up with his father at the Church of Universal Truth, and we get a glimpse into the future, and in order to properly guard the galaxy, it seems like they have to do some pretty bad stuff to planet Earth, which is like what we find the most center focal point of life in the universe. And we get a tease of a character coming back and like a younger version of himself from Infinity War from the 90s. I'm not going to spoil it. Absolute Carnage issue 3. So we are finally moving along in the story a little bit here. We do finally get characters from the Marvel Universe to kind of make this a bigger event than just another Maximum Carnage. I don't really want to say anything that gives away spoilers here. I mean, I did enjoy the issue. However, I find that I'm a little tired with the whole premise already with the Codex and the Spines and Carnage and Null. I'm getting a little tired of it. It's kind of feeling like the same old shit. The tie-in for Absolute Carnage, Lethal Protectors 2. I was super hyped on Lethal Protectors 1 because they introduced this Demogoblin, this female Demogoblin character, and they're kind of recreating like this Maximum Carnage nostalgia with this run. And they do more of that here. They bring in kind of the reserves that were also the reserves from the Maximum Carnage line, like Morbius, Iron Fist, Deathlock, and I forget who else. But basically, we're trying to save Misty Knight, who, if we remember from the last issue, was going to be sacrificed, but like Rocket Raccoon style, like sacrifice a robotic arm, and just kept it moving. But yeah, basically the reserves are coming in, and they're going to help fight because there's so many hordes of Carnage and so much shit going on. This was very Maximum Carnage-esque. Spider-Man #1. Wow, this one really took me by surprise. This is written by J.J. Abrams and his son Henry Abrams. Now, it started getting a lot of flack when this was announced, like, oh, some 14-year-old kid's going to be writing Spider-Man. First of all, he's 20 years old. And J.J. Abrams, you guys know he's a filmmaker. He's been part of huge movies like Star Wars, Star Trek, Lost, the TV show. Huge director and producer. This issue really blew me away. I thought it was going to be, okay, it's a new #1. It's an adjectiveless Spider-Man, Mary Jane on the cover. I thought it was going to be like fluffy and campy, and this shit is dark as hell. And we get introduced to a new character here. I'm not going to give any spoilers. I don't know that it really has legs. I don't see this universe that's being built really going further than what this run will go. And not to spoil it, but just so you know, it's kind of like an Elseworld, takes place in the future. Not like 2099 future, but like 2035 future or something like that. So I was really impressed, and I really like this book too. It's got like a hard stock cover, black cover. Although, is it me or does Mary Jane look a little blurry? But I was super impressed with this book. I'm excited to read this and read the next issue. Unlike Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man, which is whack. The last issue, House of X issue 5, definitely the pick of the week. This one was, if you are reading this and you see like the reading order, they have like 3 issues that are in red, which are like pivotal points in the storyline. This was a red issue, and for a reason. Not going to give out spoilers, but we find out what Professor X was making in those pods. And I thought it was super cool how they integrated a certain mutant from like the all new, all different Bendis era, who was a joke, and they made him super important. We find out that you see Apocalypse on the cover here. I think what happens in this issue with Apocalypse, with Mr. Sinister, with Magneto and Professor X is super dope. And this issue was fun and exciting and gave us some answers. It might be pretty controversial what happens here. I mean, I like it. I enjoy it as a reader, but this kind of changes things for X-Men in the future, and if they continue on this timeline, on this life of Moira X, I don't know, man. That might cause some issues. I can't wait to talk spoilers about this, maybe next week, or we'll figure out, when I get an opportunity. I also picked up Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issue 12, but I haven't read the issues prior yet, so I haven't read this one yet. I'm trying to get through that Amazing Spider-Man run, man, but it just sucks, man. Even on this Kraven the Hunted, it just started, so I'm on, issue 16 or so. I really got to power through that, send them shits back to Chad, and just get current, but it's kind of a drag. I guess also, I should mention, from Midtown Comics, I picked up the Fantastic Four issues that I was missing, so I can jump back on this. Alright guys, that's the New Comic Book Day reviews for today. Let me know what you think about today's comics in the comments below. Drop that like on the way out. Make sure to be subscribed to the channel because we are dropping daily content on you, and it's hot fire. Stay minty fresh. Peace. Feel like the end of like a news broadcast. Back to you, Bob.